The mysterious map Whisker, the clever and adventurous cat, lived a peaceful life in his quiet village. Most days he would wander through the streets, exploring every corner. But one day, something extraordinary happened. While exploring near an old, crumbling stone wall, Whisker discovered an ancient, worn-out map. The edges of the parchment were yellowed with age, and it depicted a faraway kingdom that he had never heard of. The map showed mountain ranges, dense forests, and a distant castle. Intrigued, Whisker couldn't resist the call to adventure. Without hesitation, he decided to embark on a journey to uncover the mysteries of this lost kingdom. The journey begins. Whisker packed his small satchel with essential items and set off. The first days of his journey were peaceful as he traveled through familiar landscapes. However, the further he ventured, the more the world around him changed. The trees grew taller and darker, the air thickened with mist, and shadows seemed to follow his every step. Whisker remained undeterred, his curiosity fueling his journey. Soon, he found himself deep within an unfamiliar forest. After days of wandering, he stumbled upon a hidden village high in the mountains, inhabited by cats like him, but with strange markings on their fur. The hidden village. The villagers welcomed Whisker, treating him as if they had been expecting him. Their leader, an old and wise cat with silver fur and deep blue eyes, approached him. "You have found the ancient map," the elder said. "It has been passed down through generations, waiting for the one who will seek the lost kingdom. You are the chosen one." The elder then shared a story that filled Whisker with awe and dread. The lost kingdom was once a place of prosperity, ruled by a just king. But greed and betrayal led to its ruin, and now it lay abandoned, its secrets guarded by powerful forces. No one who had sought the kingdom had ever returned. The call to adventure, despite the warnings, Whisker felt a deep sense of purpose. The map had found him for a reason, and he knew he couldn't turn back now. After gathering supplies from the villagers, he continued his journey, determined to reach the lost kingdom. As he ventured deeper into the mountains, the terrain became more treacherous. The wind howled through the rocks, and fog obscured his vision. But Whisker's determination only grew stronger. The Cave of Trials. Whisker finally reached the entrance to a massive cave, the gateway to the Lost Kingdom. According to the map, this cave housed 3 trials that tested both the mind and body. His first challenge was a shifting maze of stone walls. With his quick reflexes, Whisker dodged traps and leapt over obstacles, navigating through the maze with agility and focus. After what felt like hours, he found his way out, exhausted but victorious. The second challenge came in the form of a massive stone guardian that blocked his path. The guardian posed a riddle. "I move without wings, between silken strings. I'm found in the air, but grounded I stay. What am I?" Whisker thought carefully before answering. "A spider." The guardian's eyes glowed as it stepped aside, allowing him to pass. The Forest of Shadows. Whisker moved on to the third and final trial, entering the Forest of Shadows. The forest was dark and filled with eerie sounds. The trees seemed to whisper his name, and strange, glowing eyes watched him from the shadows. But Whisker pressed on, using his keen senses to navigate the treacherous terrain. He dodged hidden dangers and avoided the strange creatures lurking in the dark. Eventually, he emerged from the forest, his heart racing, but he was unharmed. The Lost Kingdom. At last, Whisker stood before the Lost Kingdom. The once grand towers and statues were now crumbling and covered in vines, but the remnants of its former glory were still visible. Whisker wandered through the deserted streets, marveling at the ancient architecture. In the heart of the kingdom, he found the grand throne room where the ghostly figure of the ancient king awaited him. "You have come far, brave Whisker," the king said in a voice that echoed through the empty hall. "But the treasure of this kingdom is not what you seek. It is not gold or jewels, but the wisdom of the ages. To claim it, you must face one final test." The final test. The king showed Whisker visions of the kingdom's downfall, scenes of greed, betrayal, and destruction. The king then asked Whisker if he would follow the same path as those who came before him or choose a different one. Whisker, deeply moved by the visions, vowed to honor the wisdom of the Lost Kingdom and not let history repeat itself. Satisfied with his answer, the king presented Whisker with an ancient artifact, a glowing crystal that held the knowledge of the kingdom. The journey home. With the artifact in his possession, Whisker began his journey back to the hidden village. The challenges he had faced were behind him, but he felt forever changed by the experience. When he returned to the village, the cats celebrated his success, knowing that the Lost Kingdom's power had been restored. But even as Whisker enjoyed the celebration, he knew that his journey was far from over. The map had shown him only one path, and the world was full of mysteries yet to be explored. A new beginning. That night, as Whisker sat by the fire in his village, he studied the ancient map once more. He realized that there were still many adventures waiting for him, many more secrets to uncover. The Lost Kingdom had been only the beginning, and Whisker was ready for whatever came next.